I watched a film last night with a really neat trick in it. The film had a teenager who was looking for his mother. When he remembered his last day with her, he remembered it being bright and colorful and hopeful, lively. And later in the film, when he actually meets his mother and gets this horrible shock as to the fact that he was abandoned, that scene plays out again, the same flashback, the same shots, but the difference is this time they were muted in colors, they weren't bright, they didn't really shine or sparkle, and they looked depressed. And it was a very clever way for the filmmakers to express a lot of how the same image and the same memory can be colored by your own thoughts of it. So I wanted to talk a little bit about treatments, color treatments, how they are different for video and photo, how they are similar, and what they are. Thank you for watching. I'm Michael Bruner of Brogan Video. One of the first things that you might think of as for color treatments is filming black and white. Contrary to popular belief, most films that are shot in black and white are shot in color, and then later just have all of the color drained out in post-production. And in digital, I don't see any reason not to do that either. You film in full color so that you have it, and if you wanted to do something like getting rid of a background with a green screen, you still have that information, and then you just get rid of the color afterwards. But color treatments can be so much more interesting, so much more expressive, and so much more vast than you might think. So it's not just whether or not you have color, it's how much color do you have. Do you have a sepia wash? How is the contrast? How is the sharpness of the image? How is the grain? These are all things that in the past were chosen for you by your film stock, by your situation. Now we can creatively choose to incorporate these things when we want. It's amazing. The cool part about color treatments, whether for photography or video, is that it's largely the same animal. Video or photo, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. Video has to deal with a little bit more about grain because each individual frame is grained just a little bit differently. So whether or not you want that noise is a choice that you have to consider. And the other real trick with cinema is that a photographer can easily look at one frame, one photograph, and color it. But with video, you have to keep in mind the whole project. Not just one frame, but every frame of that whole shot. If the lighting changes, if the camera moves to show outdoors where the lights don't quite match. All these things have to be considered. And in my experience, clients do not want really strong color treatments in video. Whether it's for personal or for business, largely people just don't want it. The most common note that I got when working with any sort of really strong color look was people saying, "Can't you just make it look normal?" And they're usually much happier with that. I think photography gets a little bit more leeway because when you're looking at a photo and the whole thing has a slight color treatment on it that gives it a little golden hue, it makes you think of memories. It makes you think of your grandparents' photos, which is wonderful. But with video, you need to be a little closer to reality. One thing that I've learned about color treatments that has been most surprising to me is that the most striking image is not usually the best and most effective image. In photography, it's very easy to make each image just as much of a knockout as possible. And if you could put a whole line of them in a row and each photo is a knockout, it just makes a great effect. But with video, You just can't do that. There are commercials where every shot looks like it was beautifully painted. But for longer projects, narratives, and documentaries, you just can't do that. It becomes overwhelming. You need, in video, color treatments is first and foremost about balancing and creating focus so that the whole project looked like it was shot consistently on a few days where all the problems that you ran into while shooting it with lights and noise and all that is minimized to the point where it all feels entirely purposeful. And then the points that need an emphasis are properly emphasized. There needs to be an absolute balance about it. Whereas with photography, you can just go nuts and make one image as great as possible. In video, you just can't do that. You need to make sure that there is a balance and a focus and a building. It's more like music. And that's something that photography doesn't quite get. But one way or the other, thank you for watching. I'm Michael Bruner of Brogan Video. And that was Kirikou. Thank you for watching. I'm Michael Bruner of Brogan Video. Remember, at its best, video is a tool for genuine communication between people, as it should be. So, get out there and share your heart.